She no want no roses, not like the movies, no wine and dine. Shorty
You're
ain't
in
banda,
tune to the
this
Powerhouse
Blanca,
Radio,
you can't waste
linking the world to
time.
the
She's
Caribbean.
burning like a fire, fulfilling my desire. I love the way she turned me on.
You're in tune to the Powerhouse Radio, linking the world to the Caribbean. Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on the Powerhouse radio station are those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The show, found on the Powerhouse radio station, can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or conditions. Opinions stated by various contributors to the Powerhouse Radio and its programming are not to be considered as endorsed by the Powerhouse Radio station. Visitors are urged to use their own discernment to draw their own conclusion. We emphasize the importance of keeping an open mind.
Greetings. How you all doing? Hoping that you are fantabulous. Yes, you know us. You know how we just do it each and every week. All right, so don't get in the easy, cause we a little bit off schedule, but we on schedule same way. All right, so blessings upon blessings to you. Want to say big shouts to each and everyone that is listening via DA Powerhouse Radio .com. If you're listening via the telephone lines at 667-930-9036. If you listening via the TuneIn app, the Facebook, the YouTubes, Victorious, and also big shouts go out to YouTube's Radio, Rastugo, and DJ VJ Smiles. Blessings upon blessings to you all. Man, if you're listen, however you're listening to us, just want to say big shouts to you and thank you so much for joining us. Because you could have been joining someone else and you decided to vibes with us, and we most definitely appreciate you. Definitely the telephone lines are open if you want to chime in with anything in the reasoning. Um, then, and also if you have a reasoning topic that you want us to discuss, then definitely hit us up via dapowerhouseradio@gmail.com, because no topic is off limit. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. All right, my mom used to always say that to me when I was younger. She used to say, D is not what you say. Diana, it's not what you say, it's all you say. Because I was just always just straight up direct, and most definitely still is. So let's just say our hellos and dive into some reasoning things here. But before I even dive in, I want to say congratulations to Noni. Noni's not going to be joining us tonight. Um, her daughter is graduating tomorrow out of college. So we love to hear things like that. We love to hear those things. So let's give her a round of applause. Big up yourself, Noni, and big up to your daughter. We're just so happy for
Congratulations.
congratulations.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Congratulations to you. It's a big thing when our young ones are graduating, especially out of college. What a great thing. And she's going to be she's got her degree in graphic artist. She's going to minor in photography and videography. So I just want to say big shouts. Yeah, and she's proud. She's a proud mama. So big shouts definitely goes to Noni. MC is going to be joining us a little bit late um because MC is taking dance
In
class
that class.
until the end of this month. I surely encouraged her. I said, "Go on, girl, go for it, do it." She was like, "What?" I said, "But nothing. Get that one off your bucket list. All right, just get it off of your bucket list." And she's doing it, and all of you all help me encourage her to do that big thing that they having a big thing at the end of it. And I told her, she said she don't want to participate. I said, "Girl, you better go participate and do your thing and cut your foolishness." Right? So how am
Mhm.
I sounding? Am I sounding okay today?
Yes.
All right, good. Jai is having a little bit of technical issues, as we can see. She's been in and out, in and out. The systems. When you have kids, Jai, that's how it go. All right. So greetings, greetings, greetings. Queen, what's up with you?
Oh, another thing, another thing, another thing. Happy to be here another week, reading in Thursday. Welcome everyone. I'm glad you can tune in. Remember, we always have something to say, and it's up to you to check it out. All right. Love you guys.
All right. The respecter, what a go on?
Yeah, I'm trying to let you know I'm not seeing you online.
You're not seeing me online?
Kind of on like we live on YouTube.
All right. Well, we'll step on it. Hopefully, they can kick us off. Hopefully, they didn't say we're like, hopefully, they didn't say that them talk to us with us. So, no. Hopefully, we touch a topic that was it, that they didn't like. So, yeah, we're going to check on that, the respecter. Jai, what's up with you?
Hi, happy Thursday, everybody.
Yeah. Well, I see that you were going in and out there, Jai, but I see you're back.
Thank you for the birthday wish.
Okay, the respecter, I see us on the YouTube, so I'm not sure what's going on with your thing. Maybe you need to log out and log back in. But yeah, we're. I want to. I'm just gonna start it out like this. I want to give big shout to Senator Bill Cassidy. He was due to um, the expenses that Americans are incurring. He finally hollered out at 47 and says, "Get engaged." All right. He told his big boss, "Get engaged." Okay. So I just want to shout him out and say, big thing. Finally, the Republicans appears to be speaking out and
Yeah.
getting frustrated and all of those things. Big shouts to you, Don. Blessings upon blessings to you, Don,
Blessings on.
everyone. All right. So big shouts to you. If all the Republicans can get up and start just telling this man what you're doing is
Mhm.
madness. Wake
Yeah.
up, get engaged with the people before we all lose our seats. You know what
Stop
I'm
being scared. Stop being
saying?
wimp.
Stop being a wimp.
Yeah, stop
Yeah,
being a wimp and,
shout
stand up. Yeah. For what y'all was voted in to do. I mean,
yeah, yeah. But also in our headlines, well, another thing I just want to throw out there, we don't necessarily have to reason on it because we discussed this case last year. It is in regards to um Carmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf, the young black guy that
mhm.
felt like he was threatened by one of the football players that told him what wanted him to move, and he told that football player he's not moving, go anywhere. And the I guess there was a confrontation, there was a tussle, and Carmelo Anthony ended up stabbing and killing uh,
Mm-hmm.
the Austin McCliff, which Austin is a white, is a Caucasian, and Carl Anthony is a melanated skin man, young man. But now the trial has started. The jurors has been chosen, and there's a lot of news as to it because they're saying, you know, none of the jurors are black. All of the melanated skin jurors that were interviewed, they let them go. The last three that was there, they came up with that they're educators. And I guess they exit out because being an educator and it happening on school property and a school situation, they X them out, which I really don't understand how that is valid. You're a human, you know what I mean? It shouldn't matter about education, your you know what I mean? I don't think that should
Mhm. Your profession, yeah, your profession shouldn't matter. I
but
mean,
we're
Well,
gonna we're gonna watch that case, and then Jai, you can say what you're gonna ready to say. We're gonna watch that case and see what happened. The opening arguments took place. I'm definitely praying for the young man because he has a full life ahead of him. Go ahead, Jai.
no, I was gonna say, well, it's not just he felt threatened. Um, he was minding his business, and you came over into his space with your twin brother. But that's neither here nor there.
mhm,
But I also was gonna say they play little tactics like that, but the reality is they try to base some professions off of bias. Um, I'm in a certain industry and I have to acknowledge my industry as well if I get called for jury duty, depending on the case, because my opinion, of course, they would take it as bias.
Mm,
So I when they ask, is certain career paths that you're on where you won't qualify for certain cases
yeah.
because of your position, which is understandable. Like my job, I look at things differently than how the public would because obviously I'm in the back end of it. I'm kind of in all the meat and potatoes. So I know what it looks like on both ends, and that can be bias.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
mhm,
If they want to say that, but I mean, like, well, I understand where
Well,
you're.
no, I'm saying too, like I think it's kind of crap because they were
Yeah,
teachers, because
teaching.
it's students at the time. That's why.
Yeah.
Um, but I also feel like they might take it as like, I don't know. I don't know. But I think that's kind of silly too for teachers. I can see my profession, but I don't really see the basis on a teacher.
On being a teacher, and then the judge allowing that. So now you've left this young man in the hands of 12 Caucasians that we don't know how angry they are that a black individual has killed a white individual, a Caucasian individual, when it was clear it was self defense. No matter how they want to put it, the guy attacked him first. He came at him first. So it's interesting, and I really want to watch this play out because I would like to see what they define as being self-defense when someone come and approach you. I don't care what you say to that person. If that person come to you and say, "Hey, you better move," and I say, "Yeah, well, make me move." What you talking about? And then
you
you come
see, they
and
don't want you to make partial judgment. They want you to be either or, either, either or.
I know
Yeah.
that as far as the who they're
Mhm,
jurors. I'm just speaking on in the defense of the
mhm,
of the young man, Anthony,
mhm,
Mr. Anthony, Carmela Anthony, where that's like I'm sitting there at anywhere that I go, and I'm sitting there, and someone gonna be, you better move, man. I don't want you here, move or whatever. And I'm like, dude, get out of my face. You know what I'm saying? And they still and this female is still, or male is still jarring me on. I'm like, well, all right, you bad, then let me move me. Since you all of that, move me. Then you're going to come and you're gonna try to move me. So therefore, if whatever I do, I'm defending myself. So I don't see how they could even have brought up.
But then it was a tussle, wasn't it?
Yeah, it,
Wasn't that
Yes,
what
there
I'm
was
saying?
the he
It was
attacked
a
him.
tussle.
It
Yeah.
wasn't a tussle. We're gonna use the right words. He attacked him.
attacked him.
Mm.
We're not gonna keep it cute with tussle. The reality is
Uh,
he attacked him and he defended himself.
Then they're
yeah.
gonna say because it is because he ran, he dropped the knife and he ran.
Yeah.
That he knew he did something wrong. No, he was scared.
Mm-hmm.
He was scared, and that he was blending himself with the rest of the children, trying to camouflage himself with the kids moving out. Listen, I don't care how, and they didn't have an interaction before. So you cannot even say this was premeditated.
That he knew. Yeah.
You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So it's not premeditated when me and you was having this confrontation before, and you came now, and I was like, hey, now that you come, now that you're here and you talking crap and I'm talking crap back, and you know what I'm saying? I got something for you waiting. No, the guy was sitting there minding his own business. You came over and you trouble him. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Literally,
Yeah.
you started it.
You started it.
Yeah.
So I don't see how they come to want to give this guy how many years to life.
Because the whole thing is racial motivated. No matter what they say, it's discrimination. It's
Now here
bias,
goes
bias, whatever.
now here they goes with a full white jury. I mean,
Hmm.
like, I'm just
Yeah, that tells you something.
ask each and every
Welcome to the new Jim Crow.
That's what I'm talking about.
one.
They trying to send a message.
Yeah,
Don't you understand? Yeah. They
like,
trying.
like Don
Hey,
like Don just says, integration was not and is still not welcome. You know,
it's not.
it's
It's not.
I was
It's
gonna say
not.
that too when I had a
Mhm.
moment. Now I don't know if I might get hate for making this comment, but from my experience in being in school, um, I feel like certain places and you really need to look at where what you're doing and where you're sending your kids. Um, and I'll clean up what I was gonna say. I'm a fan of diversity, but I will not lie. I do like to see a little bit more melanation flowing through the halls. I'm not gonna lie. A little bit more melanation than, if that's a word, than any other, and that might be shady, colorist, whatever, I don't know, but a part of me just makes me feel a little bit more safer in that environment, but then my kid still has access to diversity. And that's what's sad about you send you want to give your kids the opportunity of a greater education, and society just cannot get it together. It's so sad because that school is majority YT. And
Yeah.
this is why everything is being pushed, that town, that area, it's just so sad to watch how human
Racist.
beings are just
Racist.
disgusting.
Listen, it's out there, and instead of it getting better, it's getting worse undercurrent. They current. It's like they have there's an undercurrent of it. Okay, they don't want to put it out there blatantly, but let me tell you something. This is stemming from election coming straight down with those men that was released after they done storm into
I
into the building. And I mean, it's going on. And I guess because black folks are kind of quiet, really and truly. I'm not hearing too many black folks really out there talking. So
I
maybe they feel that we are okay and we're settled with what we have and what they have given us. So, but really and truly, it seemed to be getting a little bit like it used to be instead of real changes, you know?
All right.
that
Yeah.
these
I would
men fought for,
I would
I
say
mean.
I agree with you to a certain extent. I think the difference now is another difference rather is that everything is publicized on social media. There's cameras everywhere. Nothing is done in private anymore either. Like if you go
Mhm.
look at these streaming apps, like I'll just say streaming apps. If you I'm a documentary junkie, um murder mystery, all that type of stuff. I'm interested in that. But the amount of documentaries you even see about people moving to a town and it's only like a quarter black people there and those kids' stories, so it's not new. It's just a
Mhm.
lot more publicized as well.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah,
It's just
I agree. I agree. I agree,
it's just
Jai. I
the
agree.
respecter. Did you want to jump in there?
I don't have any control, man.
Go ahead.
I'm listening to y'all.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna mute you back then. Don says,
I'm saying I'm listening to you guys. I'm not saying I don't want to speak.
oh, okay, go ahead.
The whole situation, I wish it could have been different. Due to the fact that the ignorant crowd didn't have any weapons and they attacked me, I should be man enough to use my fist and my foot, defend myself without weapon, because I know that the odds are against us to begin with. So for me to pull a knife or a gun on someone that doesn't have a weapon, it's gonna go against me, especially being my complexion. So we all gotta be mindful when we're at certain positions in certain areas where we're not the majority with the lesser. We have to be mindful of how we react, or respond, what we do. Now I do pray that he gets off, but every politician in that county, that city, black or white, should have the heart to say no. This is not acceptable. All white jury is against the law. All black jury would have never been considered. So this is against the law, and somebody needs to step up and make noise. Cannot go through like go through like is gonna get time. So somebody who, whether they're still in power or not, still have that um, thing about them that they can come on his behalf and speak to who need to be spoken to, because they can't allow this to go on. All white jury, that's a death sentence.
But they're trying to protect whatever they're trying to do anyway, because they are restricting the access to the hearings or the trial and certain media attention to it. So
Um,
they're obviously protecting something as well. And then my question to the statement that you were saying was going to be, I think that's my problem with the whole thing. I think it's so sad that we as black people have to think about stuff like that when it comes to defending ourselves. Now, don't get me wrong. Um, Condolences to the young man. I don't agree with him losing his life either, but I am teaching my daughter to defend herself. She's not going to sit there and be beat to a bloody pulp and then be a victim. You're going to defend yourself. The same way you feel he may have not should have went and used a weapon with the young man is the same way the young man should have left him alone.
Mhm.
I agree.
Mhm. I agree.
I'm like fist to fist is
But
done.
this takes you back.
It's done.
Lady, you wanna read what Don was saying, or I can go on?
Yeah, no. I'm gonna read what Don was saying, and
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to make the comment: fist to fist is done. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how much because I haven't really seen a picture of how much bigger he was than him or what have you, or his state of mind at that time. Because, yeah, he did start out tussling. Suppose he was losing. By any means necessary, I'm going to win and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not thinking at that particular moment about about because he don't got a weapon, I'm not supposed to have a weapon. I'm gonna use my weapon and keep it rolling.
And not just that lady, but really and truly, it could have even been accidental. And that's why he ran. It's like when you realize that, oh,
Yeah,
I saw him, you
reflexes,
know,
reflexes.
he ran. Yeah.
Don says Chandra Hooper Barnett, a black principal at Woodrow Wilson High School in Dallas, Texas. She did not lose her teaching credentials, but was removed from her post by the Dallas Independent School District, Dallas ISD, after gathering only black students to discuss their academic
I saw that.
performance.
I saw that. That is so crazy to me. That's like the doctors that are suing that company for helping black individuals find black doctors and calling it discriminatory. I think that is insane. Like, you guys don't want us in your space, but we can't have a little space, like, to just make sure we live a little longer with a good doctor. That is so crazy to me.
And to give our children some advice when they see that they're failing or anything like that.
Exactly. As a principal, to put them on the right track, maybe they're coming from a poverty or a parent who works 15 hours a day and they just need that little extra help. And a principal who is supposed to guide and lead that school, you're punishing her for guiding and leading? Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Once
Mhm.
again, they're going to come, they're saying, and they're starting to really implement this discrimination because black melanated skinned people have cried discrimination so long now. Everything that is done for melanated skin, all of a sudden, and it's not inclusive of Caucasians, all of a sudden it is um discrimination. So now it's a sad thing that now it leads us to have to question everything that we did when they never questioned what they did or what they're doing. And now we have to question and be mindful of everything that we're doing or we're saying because it is now starting to be held against us. I mean, I don't know what's going on. Donna says that this world is a big illusion. And when the respecter said in regards to um it's a death sentence, Donna says them dead already. And she says it's the same darn story.
I was just getting ready to say that. I was just getting ready to say she got a point, because if you were just questioning the them inserting themselves essentially, but when you really think about it, that's their story in this country from the beginning of time, from when they docked on the shores over there, where in Virginia, since the beginning of times. We got the Trail of Tears as an example. You got all these examples of them just inserting themselves in places
Mhm.
and being just menace. It's sad.
it's
Yeah.
it's sad. And what we're going to do about it? Not a darn thing.
What can we do about it?
Not a darn thing. Are we gonna start to march again? I mean, like,
I wish.
are we going to start to protest? I was watching this
I
thing,
wish.
and by no means whatsoever am I inciting violence at all. But I was watching a clip that was sent in. I'm not sure if it was from MC or from Jai, but there was a clip that was sent in where the Albanians, they were against their mayor giving 47 daughter and son-in-law some land. So they came out, and
Wait,
I
you got to be clear. I
go
think
ahead.
it was me.
Yeah, I
It's
saw. Yes.
47's daughter. They have just purchased Albanian protected land. We talking about home for flamingos and a bunch of other things, hence why it's protected. And he still sold it to them, and they burnt the prime minister's house down. That's not all
They're
that
down.
they were doing,
Yes,
but
and they
that
said,
was
yeah,
shocking to
prime
see.
minister.
And they had this one very creative little I don't pew pew thing that was just firing them off in the house. I was like, they are losing it. But it just goes to show, like, stop playing with people. Stop
Yeah.
playing with people. We just want to live a good life. Some of us just want to go to work. We don't want the most. We don't need a trillion. Some of us don't aspire to have $1 trillion. We just want to live a happy, simple life. And here y'all come
Yeah.
being weird.
Yeah.
Like chill out.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
But if you guys
But,
ever
but,
get a
but
chance to Google the images of them burning the prime minister's house down, I would say
I
watch.
saw
It is
it. I
very
saw the
crazy.
image. Yeah, I saw the image
We're
on
not
YouTube.
we're not gonna show it on our YouTube, and in lieu of not wanting to for this show to be taken down. But yeah, when are I'm wondering, will we get to those stages? May it be violence, or is it protest peacefully? When I'm not seeing any of nothing's happening. It
Nothing else.
I
Okay, you
think
see what I said?
I think that it's not happening because I think, at least my perspective, let me not talk for everybody else because everybody has their own opinion. I personally feel like it's a problem that we aren't the ones that are supposed to fix. And so I agree with the resting idea. I will donate to even Carmelo Anthony. I support them being upset about the Asian man who killed the little boy while he was running away, saying he was stealing and he wasn't. And if there's a cause I can donate for that, I will. But me to go sacrifice my body and it's obvious that it's not us to fix it, I think that I'm not doing that. I'm just going to prepare.
But when you say it's not us to fix it, then who is it to fix it?
The people who created it.
But they don't want it.
And they're not
But
gonna
they
fix
do.
it, so
They
therefore
do.
it
There's a
will
lot
stay
that
the
do.
same. It's
There's a
gonna
lot
stay.
that do. And they're the ones out there. Y'all don't, let me tell you why y'all don't think nothing's going on. It's
They
because it's not a ruckus all over social media because we're involved. There have been so many protests happening everywhere,
yeah.
but it's not a muck show because we aren't out there.
Well, you know what? That's why I was gonna say, like I said earlier, it seemed like there is no really Caucasian I mean people of color out there that you can say bring the masses together. It seemed like everybody's just dormant, quiet. You don't hear much things going on
That's
anymore, you
that's the
know?
point. We're resting.
Uh,
We're resting. It is obvious. Like
yeah.
Donna said, this is a pattern and a repeated cycle at this point. It is obvious we are not the ones who are supposed to be fixing it.
Mhm.
So I'm resting. Like I said, I will donate to a cause any day that I agree with. Yes. But I'm not gonna put my body up for anything. I'm not getting locked up for anything. And there has been a lot of protests. When I say a lot, and they show up by the thousands. But I'm cool. And then there's a few that's out there.
Mm.
Um, but I agree with the resting idea. It's really, I personally feel like at this point, all these years we've been fighting, and yes, headway have been made once upon a time, but look at all that work that went in, all that bloodshed, all those tears cried, being flipped with one person's decision. This is not for us to fix at this rate. We're dispensable. And that's how I feel. I feel like we're just so the same way everybody got to live civilly off of the blood on a lot of people's back is the same way you can rest and let them figure it out this time. Revolution. It's your turn.
Yeah, because right now it's affecting them also, not just us, but it's also affecting them, you
And
know,
and that's
with
why they're
whatever is
upset
going
and
on.
angry, because when it was us, it was still crickets a lot of the times. Let's just be real about the conversation. And I'm not saying I don't support whatever cause they have going on, but what I'm saying is the reality is they have to be impacted to react. So let them be impacted and let them react, and let's see what this difference does.
Yeah. Well, Woo!
I hear you, Ja.
After I read this, if you have, if you wanted to chime in, Don says, "Whoa, Don, deep." Don says the time is long past when we should stop begging for acceptance. Returning to segregation is the only solution.
I'm not arguing with that one. And I'm only saying that because we are educated, we are the highest spenders, and we are the most influential. Why not? Do your thing and let us do our thing.
But
I don't think it'll be like Jim Crow.
there was something else that I was. Go ahead. What you said? You don't think it would be like Jim Crow?
I don't think it will be. I
But
think if it was ever supposed to be something like that, I think during Jim Crow time, of course, there was a lot of fear behind a lot of things, and I think a lot of times now, um, you can't say too much to people. There's some people who are afraid, but there's some people who gonna tell you to try it. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
but also, Jai, remember, they have access to so much ammunition and you know,
Let's.
so much things they're in charge of. You see what I'm saying here? I'm talking about the others, not people of color. Huh?
But
Even
this
say
is
the
what,
government. Even
and I
say the
get what you're
government.
saying, and I think that was a part of the whole reason.
Mhm.
This is just a listen. Allegedly, my thought is even the whole integration thing. Let's just dial it back a second. If you really look at history and you start discussing even was it the Great Depression? It was one of those times when everything kind of collapsed. Black people were the only one with money. Cadillac did a whole interview explaining the only reason why they didn't close down was because black people had the money still. Why did we have the money? Because we were barred from banks.
Mhm.
So I personally feel like that was probably what sold a lot of them on letting it happen, was because it was to gain control of even our dollar. Now, I do believe that'll be a problem if segregation was to come back, because I think that's the only way they know how to play with us. Higher interest rates. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's just my theory.
Okay, Don says, and then go ahead, the respecter. Don says, no more excuses. Go ahead, the respecter.
John can talk all he want. There are a lot of people too terrified. A lot of people have too much to live for, to defend. Too many people have young children. It's not that easy. Look at all the marches over the years, early years, and what happened. Things are worse. People died, assassinated. Lots of people put their lives on the line for us. We can't do the same as what they did because we got young people that we got the opportunity to try and help to get to the next level. And all we can do is not be selfish and just realize we can sacrifice ourselves, but for our children, grandchildren. We can't just go out there and join a bunch of people who may come and join us and defend us like they're supposed to. Furthermore, they're gonna come with their guns while we're going without guns. So it's gonna be one-sided. They got the law on their sides. We don't.
So why can't we segregate? Why can't we go? Because they're talking about it, about the white fountains and white and black fountains. You're still being discriminated against even if you go in their spaces. Why can't we say, okay, you know what? You all have this. We do already have black tanks that are still in existence right now. Why
Yes.
don't we go and we put our money in these white banks? Well, I'm these black banks. Why don't we take our why don't we
Awesome.
take
Done.
our Why don't we take our money and take it out of all of these other banks and put it in a black person, a black owner's bank? Why don't we start patronizing some of these black establishments and stores? I understand that the cost is a little bit higher, but sometimes the cost being a little bit higher is what it's worth in order for us to gain back our independence and make a point that we are needed in this society.
Remember, Black Wall Street and many other black organizations throughout history
Yeah,
who
but that
were
was then. This is now.
for their people. And what
Mhm.
happened? These people don't care. They're not going. We're not going to be successful against them. They got the law on their side, so we can go out there, but we're not going to make any changes. Only going to bring more debts. And it's not me being scared. It's just reality. They're waiting and they're hoping for us to come out there like we used to. Especially now. They got their AK-47s and they assault rifles and waiting.
So don't we have it too?
Lady, it is not the same.
All right, caller Don.
Yes, good evening. Good evening. I just want to speak with respect, because I didn't say anything wrong. What did I say that you disagree with the respect?
I got
What did
ready
I
to
say?
say that too at one point that you didn't say anything. Go ahead, but go ahead. Go ahead and speak.
Yeah, I want to make. Earlier on, I think it was just Jai who mentioned about the Chinese business owner who shot the kid, right?
Yeah.
Was that it?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I saw a video today. Where another Chinese merchant came out and said, "Okay, if you're all black people talking about boycott Chinese business, go ahead. We won't miss you. We won't miss you because you need us more than we need you." And he started to name out all the stuff that China bring into America and that China manufacture and bring here, and where people of color are the main people who buy those stuff. We should remember that. And he was apologetic. He said, "We don't need you, black people. You need us."
Mm.
And Don, with you saying that, one of the topic, I don't know if lady want to talk about it because that intertwined with what's going on in China right now, where with the dolls that they have and playing with them like humans and poking the African children and what have you. Um, Lady, you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Okay.
But let me
Um,
just finish my point. Let me just finish
Yeah, go
my
ahead
point, please.
before we
Please.
change the subject. Go ahead, finish, complete your thought, Dan.
What respect? I saw another video today. I can't remember his name. He's well known in the black community. He's an economist. And the same thing that respecter just said a while ago. That doctor in Africa, he's an economist. I can't remember his doctor something. I don't remember his name right now, but he's an economist, well renowned in America, black economist. He said the days that, and I heard you rebuke him just now, Lady D, when he said, "Oh, we try to already and they burn us down and they waiting for us to shoot us down and set police and us." He said, "If we're gonna sit and worry about that, we're gonna be in slavery and we're gonna be in
Forever.
this condition with forever and ever and ever.
Mhm.
And our children is gonna come and suffer the same consequences."
Yeah, yeah,
Okay?
yeah,
We have to go back and build back Black Wall Street.
yeah.
Build it back.
We can't be afraid.
Don't, yes, that's what the man said. That's what the economist says today.
Yeah,
I can't remember his name. He said we cannot be afraid.
no.
Not because they burned it down the last time. Build it back.
Yeah, we cannot be afraid, but with sometimes experiences causes wisdom. So we have already saw what they have done to Black Wall Street. So now, what we have seen, did we learn from it? Are we going to come back a little bit more, are much more prepared than our
Of course.
ancestors were. So I think there's
Yes,
a
because
better way.
lady, you
Yeah.
said something earlier too.
Mm.
When you said don't we have guns too? Do you know how many guns are in the ghettos in the
Yeah.
black community?
Yeah.
Do you know how many legal guns are in the ghetto?
Yeah.
You're talking about,
Yeah. I don't
you
think
know?
But
we'll go down. I don't think that we will go down as easy as they did. You
Not this
see,
time around. Not
yeah,
this time
no,
around.
because
Not this time
because
around.
we're going to be prepared. Before they weren't prepared. They thought that okay, let's have this little community here. They're gonna leave us alone. We're gonna shop. We're gonna do all whatever, whatever, whatever. But now we have the example that listen, we cannot let our guards down. Yeah. So let's put in provisions that if anybody come in our neighborhoods, we'll be very mindful and watchful. Security. I mean, there's ways to do this that it becomes successful. And if we do have to fight, we just have to fight.
well,
Whatever
that's
casualties, whatever
that.
casualties come along with it. Look at our ancestors when they fought for their freedom. How many of them got caught in the wilderness and was murdered?
And
But at
they burn a lot, they hang them, they
yes,
shoot
but they
them,
still
they
fought
cut
for
them
that
to pieces,
freedom.
did all kind of stuff with them.
Yeah. And we can't let fear hold us back with anything. We have to.
Now, it's getting the masses together to do these things.
But if it becomes a law, they have no choice. So you, at that point, it's work. You're gonna be willing to work with someone because you want to build back up and continue your lifestyle. No,
Go ahead.
sometimes the hands be forced.
Yeah.
Another important point that the doctor made today, panel, was the reason why they destroyed Black Wall Street because they did not want us to become entrepreneurs. And then they turn around to tell us that we must go get a college degree. And then they turn around and say we have to borrow the money from them to pay for college. So right now, our children and grandchildren are stuck paying back college degree money. And the degree we have, we can't make a decent living from it.
From it.
And
Yeah.
when we should have been business owners, trying to be business owners instead of going crazy over a college degree that we can't make a living from it. It's
Yeah.
true.
I'm putting
My
ourselves in
daughter,
debt.
my last daughter have a huge college loan paying back, and the job she has is not paying that money to pay back
to
that
pay
money.
it back. Yeah. Yeah.
They trick us.
Yeah.
Let's go get a college degree, get education, and then they don't pay us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you see the thing is also blacks are not supporting blacks, and even the Wall Street that they have here in Georgia, it's not supported.
So what I
You
was
know,
talking,
That's
it's
the
closed
problem.
down.
That's
It's
the
closed
problem,
down.
Queen.
It's
That's the
support.
problem.
yeah, not supporting. Yeah, you know, so it's like it's not going anywhere. It's just stagnant and saying that one area, that one little space, and get a little blight once in a while. But if the masses come together and say, listen here, we're not going to shop this Wednesday at any store other than the Black Wall Street up there at Stonecrest Mall,
It's closed.
then that would be a big, say, progress. You know what I mean? We have to start making progress. Like lady said, sometimes we talk and we're not action. We need action. You know what I mean? Because we say this and say that, but then who is gonna make the first effort? Who's gonna make the first move? That's
Everybody.
that's the problem. You
Everyone.
know?
Go ahead.
It's easier for us to complain about they won't accept us. Why won't you accept us? Why won't you? That's all we do every time Christopher and cry. They won't accept us. They don't want to give us equal rights. They'll never give us equal rights. Never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And,
Respect.
and we complain about the price
One
that
moment.
black folks charging too much.
One
You
moment.
know,
Go ahead.
sorry. Go ahead, Spectre.
I don't want to sound ignorant, but no one here they go ahead, respecter. Now
Say that again.
I've been sitting patiently.
I
Go
understand.
on.
I saw that your phone was on mute, and then I said, "Go ahead, the respecter." Let's not get into that. Just go ahead and make your point.
and you just don't see what I'm saying. Week after week. Don't mind that.
Yes, sir.
Honors and respect. I heard the question, and I'm hearing all the suggestions, and it shoulda, and do. In these days and time, the rate of blacks killing blacks and trying to get blacks to come together and do what y'all think can be done is impossible at this point. 2026 is impossible. You have the local police, you have ICE, you have the CIA, you have the whole government of all colors because black have to be killing black as well if that come down to a civil war or a fight back. We have no chance of walking away alive. Now, do we want to get killed off and leave our children and grandchildren? Is that not reckless? Is that wouldn't that
I'm not, we don't, nobody with any sense, respecter, is saying we're going to court and start, we're not following the argument. The argument is we're gonna return to the days of being self-sufficient. We're gonna build back with Black Wall Street. We're gonna start our own business. We're gonna support people in business and build ourselves.
but that didn't work.
We know they're gonna try to destroy. We know they're gonna try to destroy us. That's where we have to defend ourselves.
Don,
And we start in the war. We're gonna do what we have to do financially and build ourselves. And if push comes to shove, they want to repeat of Black Wall Street. We want to come back again, come burn it down this time. The way you're going to make them burn it down again.
there's a whole lot of black businesses right now throughout this country. A whole lot of black businesses throughout this country. There's a whole lot of black independent business owners in this country. It's better than it was back then. A whole lot better, more advanced. We have to be mindful of the younger ones who didn't get a chance to live their life as yet.
They're
We
not
can't
doing it now.
I want to do. So when you're dead and leave your young child.
There is right now they're having problems to live their life. So you want them to continue living their life under bondage, or you want them to experience freedom?
Majority of black family folks are doing okay despite of what's going on.
Which part?
Respect, I beg to differ. Listen to me. This administration laid off 350,000 black women. Did you know that?
They're still.
So are you saying to be complacent?
Black women.
Yeah, that's what.
Are you asking to be complacent and to just kind of accept what you're given? Is that because that's kind of what I received from it. I just want to see if I'm hearing that wrong.
Do not be complacent.
That's
Do not be ignorant. Be conscious-minded in the decisions one is planning on making.
That's defeat, respect. It's all defeat.
Point, God.
So being conscious minded in the decisions that you're making. If black persons wants to come together and to form another black community, obviously I don't think they're going to go the way they did it then. And because it didn't work then, you feel that it won't work now?
There are a lot of black community groups in the world called church. There are a lot of families.
Your phone is breaking up, Darespecta. You're breaking up.
Your phone's breaking up.
Darespecta, you're breaking up, babe. You're breaking up. We can't hear you.
I'm saying when my phone was muted, I'm hearing everything that y'all are hearing right now. They can't be on this side.
Here we goes. Anyway, let me take.
I can't support the defeatist argument.
I can't.
That's all like we defeated. I can't support that.
what may did not work then will work, is a possibility that it can work now. Okay. And nothing beats a failure but a try. Because if we don't try, we will never know.
Well, if people will come together like they did in those days, then there can be changes. But until that happens, because there was a separation when we had segregation, we also had a separation. So because of that separation,
We're better off. Read the history. We have doctors, black lawyers.
exactly, we do. But from we had gotten independent, then we definitely was gonna have those because we are talented people. So I mean, that's not something that out of the way. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is that, um, folks, if people support each other like they did in those days, coming together and even developing, because there was a lot of programs out there that wasn't funded by the government. It was done by community and community members. And that's why they would have block parties and all of that to bring the community
Yes,
together and do work.
yes.
So
I remember those.
I understand that's what you're talking about, Don, and that's what I'm talking about too. But
Yeah,
it's to get them together to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a work.
we. One last thing before I come off the phone.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Martin Luther King. And you guys can go research this. Martin Luther King said he has one regret. One regret. He said that in his final days. He said he has one regret, that he bought into this integration argument. He said he regretted doing that. You hear me? Martin Luther King said he regretted buying
Yes.
into integration because it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I I I read that. Yes. And it's true. It's true because we're fighting to be integrated into a system that doesn't want us.
Yeah, and it's a
Just
They
fight.
don't
It's a
want us.
struggle.
they
They
don't want
don't want
us.
us.
You know,
Hmm.
they want what we have.
Yes.
Don't want
Just
Yeah,
say
us.
that.
without us.
They want what we have, but they don't want us. It's if that's possible. You know, they want what we can create. They want what our ideas, and because they cannot implement it, they try to oppress us and keep us in this box where feeling and using these fear tactics make America great again, pushing us up, thinking that
The-
hey, let's
Building robots to do our job, and right now we're training the robots.
segregate. I mean, talking about segregation, but yet they don't really want to do it because they know how powerful it is when all of us come together. So they're doing they dealing with segregation amongst our own selves, and we're
Mm.
falling for it.
right now in 2026, they're reversing everything. Don't we all see that?
Don't we
They're
see that?
reversing everything.
Yeah, that's what I was been saying. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. It's like we're going backward instead of forward,
Well,
and that's what I'm saying. And in some area, it's like we're stuck. We're stuck right there, and don't know if we're going left, right, or you know.
Because it comes back down to one thing: the big F word. Fear.
fear, Lady D. Let
Fear.
me take it
Yeah,
right out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Fear.
yeah.
The guys
Fear.
Mm.
fear in us.
Yeah.
Fear.
And with what the respecter says, oh, we can't because of what happened then. So in the back of people's mind, oh man, should we do this because they did it then? Instead of let's do this and let's put these provision in place so that it don't be another then.
You learn from your past.
Learn from your past experiences,
Uh,
'cause it's wisdom. Yeah.
uh, it's deep, you know.
True, true freedom will never be given. Somebody,
Yeah.
I don't remember which famous person said that. He said, true freedom will never be given. It must be taken.
Taken. Yeah. But once again, we still have to find like-minded people. You know.
That's it. That's what I'm talking about. And be able to come together, even like mind, but be able to come together even with those like minds and putting them together and come into a solution. Because people out there, yeah, people out there waiting, like they're waiting, but they need that.
Waiting for another Martin Luther King. They're waiting
Yeah,
for
put it that way. Put it that way.
Jesse Jackson, another Al Sharpton.
We,
They're looking.
we are we also have to take in mind that I just want to make this point. Not all white people are bad people.
No,
We have
not at
good
all.
white people who's on our side.
Yes.
True.
And
Have to
it's been
remember
that
that.
way, and it's been that way since slavery.
Yeah.
Yes,
And to your quote, Don, true freedom will never be given; it has to be taken. Is a
must be
powerful
taken.
statement by Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah, it must
Yeah,
be taken.
yeah,
It won't be given freely.
yeah. He and we can't sit down and, like Jai said, become complacent. We have to
And
definitely
like I said, we have
step
white
up.
allies. We
Yeah,
always had white allies from that
always.
time till now. We have
Yeah,
we have white allies
yeah.
among us who will support us.
Yes. Yeah. We just have to tap into it. We just have to get away from this fear and get some dialogue, serious dialogue going. The question is who want to step up?
That's what I'm saying. That's the thing.
Once again, the fear of being cut down. But
Yeah.
you
But
know,
then, people, you still have a lot trying. You have Reasoning Thursday. You have several
yeah,
shows that are out there that are trying to bring the masses together in from conversation, from having conversations. But remember what I said. We're talking about action. We need action.
Yes,
Not just
yes.
yeah, not just talking about it and digest it, but actual someone starting something. Um,
But you
and
know
like I,
what, Queen? You know what, Queen?
yeah, yeah,
Circumstances somewhere along the line is gonna force us to
hmm
take action. Somewhere, I don't know when. It could be 100 years from now, 50 years from now, 20 years from now. Because this
yeah,
is gonna continue without, and it's gonna, you know, circumstances gonna put us up back against the wall where we can't run no more and we can't deny no more. We have to defend.
yeah. And the children are getting smarter, and they're learning, and they're learning how to execute things, and every generation is great, should be greater than the one before. So hopefully that trend goes on and it do change, the project that are out there, what I mean, for people of color. Because right now, I mean, it seems like when I look at these young kids out there and what's happening to them, it made me wonder. But I'm still keeping the faith that it will change, you know what I mean? So we just have to keep
keep
open and praying. I mean,
the faith, and
and trying to do something and try to do something about it.
maybe one of us need to step up and
Mhm.
off the fire, and maybe we'll get a group to join, because
Yeah,
somebody has to do it. I guess everybody is waiting for that someone.
right. Someone, yeah,
And
yeah.
as we all sit and watch, it doesn't change. So we just have to.
So, what about like a forum where you invite other groups, to
Yeah,
and have like a forum or
put,
something,
I'll, I'll put that responsibility on you. How about that?
I'll do some of the work, but it's gonna be a shared
It's
task.
definitely a shared task. It's definitely a shared task. But you're gonna pick it up. You're gonna pick it up. Want to say big shouts to you, Choose Radio. Blessings upon blessings to you. Big shouts to you once again. Thank you for carrying Reason Thursdays each and every Thursdays. Blessings go out to the Victorious 89.1 family, Dr. J and the crew. Also, just want to take this opportunity to invite you all to the wonderful programmings here on the Powerhouse Radio. Check out the Lady D show each and every Saturdays. All right, that's 12 to 4 p.m. All about love, nothing but love. 7 to 9 p.m. on Sundays. And Let's Gripe 7 to 8 on Wednesdays. And as you're doing right now, you're vibing with Reasoning Thursdays. Alrighty. So make sure that you check us out. Also, some great programming each and every week as well on You Choose Radio. They have the Hype Man that is on. Um, uh, they have DJ. Oh my goodness. I wrote it down, but I'm looking for the paper. They have the Hype Man Peace Talk Show that is on DJ um the Beast. All right, they have Carib Radio that is on Soul Sundays as well, 1 to 3 p.m. And the Hype Man is on Thursdays, but that time is earlier. Alrighty, I think that's about 12 o'clock in the afternoon on that station there. Just go on over. They have different chat areas over there. You can check them out. All right, time to say big shouts to the entire crew over there at YouTube's Radio. They got the Timeline Show. DJ Phil, that's him. That's the man. I want to say big shouts go out to him. He does a morning segment as well, and we pick up couple of the programmings here for you choose as well. And I want to say big shouts to Island Blend. Big shouts to you as well for picking us up. Um, Man, I'm telling you, this is that's a serious topic. The respecter, um, uh, love you all the time, same way, and all these things ain't gonna get into it, but um just want to give you some FYI. There's an attorney as well that is on the that's on the net, and we're under the assumption that you can walk with 10,000 US dollar. Well, 9,999.99, as long as it doesn't exactly reach 10,000. But there is an attorney that's on the line, that's on the net, and she's explaining that she has a client from the Bahamas or Bermuda or Barbados or something like that that came in with some dollars, and when they converted it, it converted it to 100,000 Jamaican dollars, and they were able to they definitely took that money, confiscated that money, and so I'm still trying to figure out if that's the actual law that is going on where they can confiscate, because we know of 9,999 US dollars, but it looked like somewhere somehow there was some change, and I wasn't gonna mention it, but I said let me put it out there for all whom are planning on trips in the next week or whatever. Um, I don't know if that is a way that they're trying to implement this digital thing now where you have to walk with a card and use more of a card than cash wise. That came into my mind um, because all the years that I've been going and I've traveled with money, and to hear that the money, once it's being converted over to Jamaican dollars and it's past $100,000, that it can be confiscated. There is an attorney that is going through that right now. Okay, so fighting for her client. All right, so you all look into it if you all plan to go to Jamaica anytime soon to make sure that
So it's just Jamaica or other Caribbean island?
it's just Jamaica. When you
Just
go with
Jamaica.
whatever money that you have in whatever from whatever country,
Mm,
once they convert it to Jamaican dollars, if it's
mm,
saying that it's 100,000, they can confiscate it. You know, so it's something to look into for your information, and I should have more
mm.
information on it for
And,
next.
and and you know that do show about the card lady, because the thing is that what if you're purchasing a property and you want to do it that way? It's like they're pushing you to go through the banks and go
Yeah,
through the card, and you know what I mean?
yeah,
It's like you can't take X amount of money, go out there and say, I'm gonna pay a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit.
yeah.
That's terrible.
So that's why I was saying maybe it's a way to really really push this digital
Mhm.
that is
I could see that.
in,
Mm.
that they're trying to push in Jamaica. So it's just something to look at. It's just something to look at. Alrighty. We'll get in a little bit more deeper into it next week because I don't want to. I want to make sure I have the full information. Another FYI is, and I'm not going to do it because they said don't do it, is to hold your hand up. And when you're giving those peace signs and all of those things with your fingers, it the way that AI is now, they can quickly take your fingerprint and use those fingerprints to, to activate your bank account, and all of those things. So when you're giving the peace sign, put it backwards and don't put it frontwards, and don't really necessarily show the palm of your hand where your fingers can be digitally copied. You're laughing, Queen, but these are serious
No,
things.
I'm saying, you know why I laugh? Because I'm saying when you go to the airport and you're going through the check, that's what they have you do. Stand up with your hand up.
Those are different. That is absolutely different. We're talking about like how we're on this platform now, and we want
Mhm,
to shoot a peace sign, or we just want to hold up our hand when we're talking. We have to make sure that just be mindful of not,
mhm,
because it may not happen, but they're letting you know that it's happening out,
mhm,
you know, where digitally they're
mhm.
taking your fingerprints and using it um to get into your stuff, you know. Alrighty. Also another FYI, last week we reported about the green cards situation, and that they were trying to send individuals back to Jamaica in order to do their documentations, etc. Um, they have walked that back. All right. So they retracted. It is now that the government, America, has retracted that. They are no longer going to do that. So, I know a lot of person hit me up during on the email and was like, is this true? And I did send out those information to the individuals that were very, very concerned about it. Alrighty. So it is last week, we only come on once a week. So when they retracted it, I could not have gone on television and television, come on the air and speak about it. So that's just why, um, FYI, for each and every one. It has been retracted, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. If they're going to come up with something else, we're on top of it over here. We're definitely going to let you know what's going on. All right, here we go.
Is already backing away from its biggest green card announcement in years after they panicked hundreds of thousands of immigrants. Now they're saying that adjustment memo where nobody can adjust except under extraordinary circumstances, they didn't really mean it. Just to backtrack, last week, immigration essentially told the world people seeking green cards in the United States cannot get them in the United States. They have to go abroad. They have to process at U.S. embassies. And everybody freaked out. Immigrant communities freaked out. Employers hiring immigrants freaked out. Universities freaked out. Hospitals freaked out. And us immigration lawyers, we got a little scared too. Because if that policy had been applied the way everybody originally understood it, it would have been a disaster for lots and lots of people. Think about it. You're married to a U.S. citizen applying for a green card here in America, and suddenly you're told, nope, can't get it here. You got to leave and wait abroad. You've overstayed your visa. You now have a 10-year bar before you can come back. And then it's at least 3 years to process a waiver. Maybe you have a newborn baby, which I've spoken to people about. You're going to have that baby grow up without a mom or dad? Or what if you're on an H-1B visa, been waiting years for a green card? Now you're told you have to leave the country, you have to leave employment with your employer, wait in India, whatever country you're from, for your green card. Suddenly now they're saying, well, most immigrants will not have to leave the United States. They're claiming this was no major policy change. They're calling it a clarification of existing law. I call it a walk back because they knew they were going to get sued. And they knew they made up law off the top of their head. Had nothing to do with the INA.
So we've gotten that information right there. And so they said most. Don't forget that key word. It did say most. All righty. So never forget that keyword right there. All righty. Also, last week, we mentioned the Beanie Man situation where it's alleged, well, it was on camera that Beanie Man put his foot on a fan when they were either approaching him or approaching the stage or what have you. It was refuted. Beanie Man came on and went to the individual and apologized for doing that. But one of the, I don't think I'm going to be able to play it, but one of the listeners sent us an updated clip and was asking, what do we feel about that? And do we feel that the individual, the person who came on, were they under pressure, to come live and to say that they did not, that he did not put his foot on her, which I thought that a lot of us did clearly see. But if that's what she's running with, I don't know. So for the listener whom sent that in, I really don't know her feelings about it. I mean, if she was pressured, if she wasn't pressured, that's just my take on the whole thing. But it was a situation that happened, and it was very distasteful. And yeah, it is what it is. Okay. Also, I'm just throwing a couple of highlights here for you all to go and research. Okay. I found the thing here, so I'm going to play it real quick. Okay, she says she didn't look too well. She looked like, but anyway, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It's on it. Here we go.
This I don't hear them say, let them say make it kind of. Me never put my foot in my face. I put my foot on my shoulder, but I should not have done that. That is.
All right. Well, he said he should not have done it. He put it on his foot. He didn't really necessarily give a reason why he even did it. But okay, it is what it is. We won't tarry on that unless you all wanted to tarry on it. Also, there was a young lady who did a split when she was graduating and going across the stage. These are just topics that were sent in to us from our listeners. Our panel have one and two of our own discussions, but listeners sends these in. So we touch them because our listenership is very important to us. So there was a young lady who graduated and she was going across the stage, and she said she told everyone that she was going to do a split and all of these things when she go to collect her diploma. Well, lo and behold, she did the split. and they would not give her her diploma, and they also escorted her out of the graduation, and to date she still have not gotten her diploma. But she's saying that there was nothing stating that she could not do a split, do any explicit dance, there was no rules to it. So she feel that she's being cheated out of her diploma and so on. Real quick, ladies, what's your thought on it?
I don't think they should hold her. I think they need to give her her diploma. You did enough kicking her out of the graduation and exposing what happened. Um, but that was a very bad decision on your part. I don't even know why. I
Yeah,
don't even know why you would think that's an appropriate setting to do that.
yeah, for that. That's what I'm thinking too,
That
John.
was ignorance to
That's
me.
what I'm
I didn't
thinking
like
too,
it.
Guy. Uh-huh.
But I do think they
Um,
need to give her her diploma. That
yeah.
incident does not get to wipe out her whole
You
school career.
earn,
I don't
yes,
agree with that. But
yes.
is she an idiot? Very much so.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah. That's my sentiment. That's exactly how I'm thinking. Yeah.
definitely, definitely
Mm-hmm.
not a good idea
Yeah.
on
No.
her part.
And then it just highlights how everything is just so sexualized, and I just don't understand what the point of that was. You could have done anything and that's what you decided to do.
Is to do, and then you went up and down on it. You know what I mean?
Right, like you could have celebrated and did that at the graduation party. And
Mm.
you know, like if you wanted to be somewhere and be seen, your graduation,
Yeah.
have some
And
class.
even
There's a
if it's
place for
something, and,
everything. Nobody is saying you can't cock a split nowhere.
Yeah.
But come on, your graduation,
Yeah.
be for real.
but
Have
but
some
even
class.
but but even if she wanted to do that, to say, "Oh, I made it," you should have talked to someone. Talk to someone, an
But
official who
she said
is
did. She said she
mm?
did. Yeah, she said she did speak with. She told everybody. She told her teachers. She told all of them that she was going to do this split.
Yeah, but what about the principal? That's who you talk to. Things like that. That's who you would talk to.
Okay, here she
You're
goes.
covered.
And there's something else on there.
Meet Tyvion Campbell.
I will be attending Georgia State University this fall.
She says she'd been telling friends, family, and even classmates for weeks that for graduation at Chicago Tech Academy High School, her exit was going to be memorable.
Yes, I gave many warnings. I told my friends, family, and I told my peers, my teachers, I said I'm going to do a split on stage, but no one took me serious. And when I did it, everyone was shocked.
She followed through. After walking across the stage at the Harold Washington Cultural Center, Campbell waved to the crowd, dropped it into a split with a dance move, popped back up to accept her diploma, except it never came.
I did a pretty princess wave, did my split, got back up, and I tried to reach my diploma, and I didn't get it. And I was confused at first. I thought they mixed up my name.
Video of the moment shows Campbell looking back towards school officials as the audience cheered.
The principal telling her now, don't give her nothing. She looked around her, don't give her nothing. Don't give her, make her walk off. No, she didn't hand it to her.
The reaction from the crowd was loud. Campbell says the only person who took issue with the celebration were school leaders.
My principal, Ms. Shackleford, she told me I need to think of a way to make up for what I've done. And this was supposed to be a celebratory moment, and I made it about myself.
The 18-year-old says she was escorted out of the ceremony and still has not received her diploma. She also says she never saw any written rule prohibiting dances or celebrations during the commencement.
We did receive rules, but the rules had nothing to do with what you can and cannot do while you walk across the stage.
For the new graduate, the biggest disappointment isn't the online attention. It's the feeling like a milestone moment was taken away.
It was disappointing. It really hurt my feelings. I cried.
But I mean, wow. I don't even know what to say. I'm like, that was just that.
And
Was,
the mom in the background encouraging. It's like,
mom is encouraging.
have some, and that
Time and place. There's a time and a place for every single thing. you know,
Well,
that's
you see,
Even the teacher saying, "Oh, you made it about yourself." That's not the point. The point is you looked trashy. You
yeah,
ruined
that's what I
something.
was
You
gonna
ruined a
say.
moment for some
Yeah.
people, and you made it. You don't know people's religions. You don't know. You don't know any, and you've disrespected a lot of people. That's what you did by not having class. You could have did that at the graduation party. You could have did that when they threw their hats up at the bottom.
yeah.
You went across the stage on camera. I'm pretty sure Zoom was involved
Yeah.
and had no class.
Really?
That's the problem.
That,
People
that was
dance across the stage every time with class. Nobody's sitting there bouncing in a split like they work at Magic City,
Yeah.
receiving their diploma. Have some class.
Some class to it. Oh, wait a minute. Don says ghetto mentality.
Very much.
it.
Very
That's the
much.
bottom line. That's the
Everything is
bottom line.
sexualized and just,
Yeah.
why are you ratchet?
Why? Why was that necessary? I mean, like,
Right.
and then you have on a dress. And her mom is justifying, saying, well, the dress was long, nothing wasn't showing. You had on a dress. And you did that with a
with your legs
But
cocked
you
open
see-
on a dirty
But
stage.
you see now in this society, in the modern society, anything goes.
Yeah. It's sad.
Not
That's
much.
it.
This is why I made the comment earlier about even who your kids is around matters when it comes to picking these schools too.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can't just go on anyone's stage and do that, you know.
Yeah.
And then all
and,
these
and kids are influenced by each other.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I'm a judgmental parent, so I wish you would have been my kid best friend. You can never talk to her again. Are you stupid?
Yeah.
She's an idiot.
I don't know if to go as far as to banning your child from talking to her though.
Yes, because why you gonna cock up yourself in a split on somebody's stage? What else you out here doing? You giving it out. That's what that's screaming.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm cool. You cute. You about your education. Love that for you. But that does not mean that you value yourself. Things like that matter.
Yes.
Yeah, it's true.
Definitely
True.
doesn't matter.
You know what, Josh? For such a young person, you have an old mind.
I agree. I was born in the wrong time. Let me tell you.
No, the right time. It is Caribbean American Heritage Month or American Caribbean Heritage Month. And coming right up, we're going to touch. There was an incident that happened at Spanish Town Hospital in Jamaica. So we're going to touch that just a millimeter second away.
We are one people. Colin Powell,
Shaggy,
Sherry Lee Ralph,
Carrie Belafonte,
Earl Graves,
Sekou Toure,
Dave Chappelle,
Heather Headley,
Patrick Ewan,
Rick Fox.
Just a few reasons to celebrate June as National Caribbean American Heritage Month.
Celebrate the rhythm of America.
Celebrate June as National Caribbean American Heritage Month.
For more information, go to CaribbeanAmericanMonth.org.
We are one people.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
Mervyn Donnelly,
Marcus Garvey,
Malcolm Gladwell,
Rihanna,
Edwidge Danticut,
Shirley Chisholm,
Burt Mitchell,
Sheila Jackson Lee.
Adonal Foyle.
Just a few reasons to celebrate June as National Caribbean American Heritage Month.
Celebrate the rhythm of America.
Celebrate June.
National Caribbean American Heritage Month.
For more information, go to CaribbeanAmericanMonth.org.
I'm sorry.
My mother cannot. My mother cannot.
Recording me right now.
Yeah. Yeah. When I take my mother out of wheelchair in the hospital.
I want to know your thoughts on this situation right here.
So may I ask if I one chair there? One, it's my mother cannot. My mother cannot walk.
Recording me right now.
Yeah. Yeah. When I take my mother out of wheelchair in the hospital. Let me tell him.
What do you mean?
Let me tell him.
Greg, stop now.
you mean? Wait.
You need to stop recording the way you're doing now. Stop. You need to get.
I want to know you all thoughts on that one right there. Okay, what's your thought on that one right there? Man shares video exposing how his mother was treated at Spanish Town Hospital. This is all over a wheelchair that the mother was sitting in, and the nurses asked, because I guess at the time, I'm not really sure of the full of it, but it's alleged that there it was the only wheelchair that was there at Spanish Town Hospital, I guess, at that particular time. But the nurses asked for the mom to be placed in one of those chairs that we can visibly see on the clip, and I guess the son wanted the mom to remain in the chair. um I'm very low. Okay, let's see. Why am I low again? The
You
mom
sound
want
better now.
I'm better now. Okay. The mom wanted the son wanted the mom, I guess, to remain in the wheelchair. But it's limited chairs, and there's limited wheelchair, and they may have needed that wheelchair for someone else. So what are you all thought as to this situation here, and was it abuse? Because it's saying in some way it's alleged that it was abuse there, or she was treated in a vile way at Spanish Town Hospital because they would not let her keep the wheelchair. Can I get any thoughts on that one right there?
Well, it's not the fault of either one, either party. It's the fault of the hospital. The hospital is supposed to provide, and Spanish Town Hospital always have issues with a lot of things, including that time when it was rat infested and all that stuff. Spanish Town Hospital always have a lot of issues, and shortage of not just wheelchair, but shortage of bed, shortage of supplies for the patient. It's always going on there. So they should have had sufficient wheelchair so that her having that one wouldn't hinder the nurse from getting another one for whatever patient she wanted to give it to. So I would say the hospital is at fault, and not the nurse, and not the old woman. But I understand what he's saying, because it sounds like from watching the clip, it sounds like they had a argument or a hassle or whatever was going on there. So and I heard both voices, so
Yeah,
I
they
didn't see her put her hand on her though, so I don't know where the harassment
well,
was from, or the abuse.
no, they
Oh,
were just asking for her to be moved.
yeah.
They asked for her to be moved out of the wheelchair onto one of the seats, and I'll play the clip again, and you can listen to it.
Before you play it, I was gonna say I feel like I needed more context of the video.
Uh,
But I don't. And that's why I don't want to respond. I have two different responses. One, I've been to an emergency room in a hospital where there's more waiting chairs out in that area than wheelchairs. And the wheelchairs are mainly designated for people who are having whatever going on that is real severe, which is understandable. Um, I I don't know the situation, but
Mhm.
why he may have requested that she stay in the seat. Maybe it was something severe like that, and the ignorance or the response from the nurses are asking that triggered him. But I agree with Queen with that's on the hospital too. You got to be realistic about designating what's happening there. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna say. I feel like we need more context of what was
Yeah.
really going on to base a real opinion.
okay,
But they always have issues there at Spanish Town Hospital.
but
They
this is
always.
okay. I'm gonna touch it again, and then you all can get a feel for it, possibly.
Better me go over there because I'm not going to be subject to
Put on a chair, make it embarrass and
So may I ask if I one chair there? One, it's my mother cannot. My mother cannot walk.
He said it. He
Yeah.
said it.
Yeah. When I take my mother out of wheelchair in the hospital, that me I tell him.
What do you mean?
That me I tell him.
Greg, stop now.
What do you mean? Wait.
You need to stop recording me. What you saying now? Stop. You need to get.
Yeah, so I guess the mom's sick, but he brought her to the hospital, and
And he stated she cannot walk. So yeah, I think they were wrong.
Yeah.
and there, but
Yeah. And the hospital fault because they're supposed to have enough wheelchair.
But I'm also saying, so what happened to the two individuals and the two nurses that are there?
Sorry to interrupt. This is when you get low. I think
the son is there, the nurses is there. They need the wheelchair because they do not have enough there to possibly assist another one. I understand the mom may be having difficulty, but myself being in the medical field, you could have wheeled the wheelchair close to the chair and transfer the individual into one of those chairs that's there and make the wheelchair available for another individual that needs it as well, maybe to come from the car into the hospital or anything like that. Dan Minot is mocking us. Here he goes. Who said we should be a returnee to the island? Question mark. The healthcare system is a mess. And I hear
Don, you said we should go back. I'm calling you out, Don. You said it.
And I heard what Jai said, that and I think Queen said it's the fault of the hospital or the nurses and so on. But what happened? A lot of persons is saying it's the fault of the government. Where is
but the government owned the hospital, so of course.
So where is the government to bring? Okay, this is moving from me. Where is the government in Jamaica to bring in the proper equipment? What happened to the equipment that are needed in?
But lady, you remember about a year ago, we talked about that machine. They didn't have any extra, what is it, CAT scanner or X-ray machine in. I mean, it's that negligence that's been going on for a very long time, not just now. Where the hospital are lacking, they don't have enough equipment, they don't have enough beds, they don't have. I mean, you have to bring your own sheet and stuff from your home. You know what I mean?
And when you come to America or go to certain other countries, and the hospital system is a lot more different. You get these amenities, and to have to go to Jamaica and to buy a sheet, and even like I've given examples of somebody we knew that was in the hospital, even in St. Anne's, and we had to go and collect their blood to bring their blood to a lab to get checked.
It's sorry. Good night, everyone.
Good night,
MC.
Good night, MC. I wanted to say, based on everything that we've talked about in the past and now, it's the infrastructure. And then Jamaica really needs to look at, because the government, they really need to reset the infrastructure, especially with health. And what they need to do, like in America, not perfect, but in other countries, what they do is they allocate a certain amount of funding towards the hospital. The hospital says this is our budget, and the government says, okay, here it is. This is for, and then you tell the government, okay, this is for hospital salaries, this is for equipment, this is for sheets, and this is for miscellaneous and all the things that they need. And then the government has to set up, okay, now we need to travel. What if there's emergency? You need a helicopter to take from a smaller hospital. That's what they have in America.
They don't even
hospital. They need to be more organized, and that's what the issue is.
They don't even have proper X-ray machines. And those things, much less.
But you see, the thing is, the government is not doing it. Look at the relief fundings that Jamaica has gotten. You know, it's alleged that
How many
quarter of it haven't been spent on the people.
haven't been spent? And lots, and this is another hurricane season. We're gonna touch that.
You think?
We're gonna touch
That's sad.
the topic next week.
Mm.
With the hurricane season coming up, and how many persons are still homeless. And
Yeah, and then you know what? And the next thing is why we have this issue all over the world about you elect these politicians and they do not do what they're gonna do that they say they're gonna do, and they do things that's best for them and their donors. And it's how it's set up, and then the who gets screwed. The middle class and the poor class get screwed, especially the middle class, because the poor class at least sometimes gets support from the government. But if you're stuck in the middle, they're like, "You're all right. You work it. You can make your money. You're all right." And that is the biggest issue that we have, you know, because even in Jamaica, the politicians say they're going to do this, and they don't.
They don't.
And
You know,
this is our problem.
I think something like this definitely drops in the into the lap of Tufton. I'm very sorry, folks, but I really feel that something like this falls in the lap of Tufton. He you know, they have to find a way. Jamaica government has to find a way to build the healthcare system.
Yes.
We have to find a way. You know,
So you know,
and that's what's deterring a lot of returnees. There's a lot of people that want to go back, but because of the health system, they're scared.
Because even go ahead.
I was gonna say, so this is why, because at first, I ended up getting my degree in psychology, but I had started out in the medical field, and I always said that when I did get my license to be a doctor, I actually went to be a neurosurgeon, right? When I did get that license, that one of my passions was to open a clinic in Jamaica, you know?
Oh my gosh, we're the same person.
See, it runs through our blood, honey. Yeah, I wanted to open up a clinic in Jamaica, and I wanted to start, of course, in my family's community, and branch out from there. And from where our family's from, Usain Bolt is there. So Usain Bolt, you know, he has a non-for-profit. We all need to get together and do something and show the government what they should be doing. Because in America, you have city hospitals and you have private hospitals.
Yeah.
So, you know, if
Very
you have
true.
a non-for-profit organization to open up and get funding to start a clinic in Jamaica, you know, that's what we could do.
Don Minus says Jamaica and Ghana recently signed a bilateral labor mobility agreement that would deploy approximately 400 Ghanaian nurses to Jamaica. Yes, that definitely. We had read something about we reasoned on that couple of months ago.
Yeah, we did.
In regards to it, and when they shoved out Cuba, and then they said
they traded for the US, and next week I was gonna bring it up this week, but I knew it would take over.
Yes,
so I'm saving all of my remarks for next Thursday because baby, I am livid.
Oh gosh, we're definitely gonna hit this USS Nimitz ship that is in Jamaica. What is the reason that Jamaica? All right. What is
listen?
My boy, my friend Shay called and said, "You hear say a big ship in Jamaica."
We're not gonna start it because next week is going to be crazy. All right, on that
little puppy dog wholeness.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I told you all that oil is there.
We've been saying that, but he's such a reason. I called. What did I say when he was talking about getting rid of Cuba? What did I call him? I said that was a punk move.
We're not
He's a
reasoning
punk.
on it. No, we're not reasoning on it. We're not right now. Saving it. We're saving it. We're saving it for next week because Andrew sent out another statement, and we're gonna touch all of those. Andrew and Daravaz sent out some statement. I'm not gonna go into the statement. If you all want to know, you are gonna listen next week. All right. Want to tell Donna, and all those New Yorkers that New York City is preparing for a food and water shortage. So it is FYI for you all. It's alleged that New York City is preparing for a food and water shortage. So it's alleged that they're encouraging, you hear that, MC? Encouraging
I'm listening.
persons to go and to stock up on canned goods and water and all of these things. Okay. So you all can't say that you all
You've been
did.
seeing it how long, right?
Okay, yeah. I've been saying it for how long, but now it's alleged that this information was given to an individual straight from the top. So you all need to really go check it out. And but it's just always good to have some emergency stuff at hand for, it's always good, um stack up and get your emergency thing. I think that not just New
Right.
York, but I think that
Yeah.
everyone, and here it
I-
is right here. Here it is right here.
Exactly, especially with the island of Hormuz.
Food shortage. Really?
Here right now.
Okay, tell me why you seen it on the ground. Talk to me.
Friend who works for higher up in the city, and New York City is warehousing food and water. Expected to be a shortage of food and water, and they started that last spring.
Wow. Huh.
Okay. So that's what it's alleged that is happening. All right. So that's what is going on. And there's some other stuff going on being reported. We're gonna hit Jamaica next week hard. The Auditor General revealed that up to April the 2nd, over 5 months after Hurricane Melissa, the Office of Disaster, they still had not disbursed.
Where's the money?
So about that, we're going to reason on why the USS Nimitz is there, or what we think is the reason why it is there, and whatever other topics that are there on the agenda. One last thing before we go is 9:58. We started a little bit late, so I'm just going to give 2 minutes over. Seeded food. Folks, you all need to make sure that you all are getting fruits. I'm not even going to play the clip, but you all need to make sure that you're getting your fruits and stuff with seed. Stop all this seedless watermelon and seedless grape. And I even went as far as to see seedless lime. People, those are genetically modified. If it doesn't have seed, then you should not be consuming it in your bodies. Okay? Please and thank you. Just want to thank you all one more time for joining us tonight for Reasoning Thursdays, each and every Thursdays. That's from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. That's on Thursdays with yours truly, Lady D, Queen, Jai, MC, Noni the Jews, Darespecta, who love get mad. Yeah, so we love him to the max. And
you put in my friend out there like that.
I'm gonna put him on there. What a beating. It is American Caribbean Heritage Month. So we want to say big shouts to each and every one. I want to thank YouTube's Radio for carrying us and being a partner with us. And I invite you all to listen to all the fantabulous programming over there at YouTube's Radio. They have different chat rooms, talk rooms, soca rooms, and all these things. So go and check them out and full joy the programming that is on that station as well. Victorious 89.1 FM. I want to say big shouts. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They carry everything that we are doing over here on the Powerhouse Radio. So we just want to say big shouts to Dr. J and the crew. We want to say big shouts to DJ Smiles and Ross Dougal over there at YouTube's and all of their listeners that are full joying our program over here each and every week. We want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm not sure who is this calling.
Gaza Black.
Not sure who is this calling when we're hanging up. Who is hello? Radio.
Hey, good night, good night, good night.
Good night.
Good night.
How you doing?
We're fine. We're coming off of the air. How you doing?
Boy, I'm just going from work. I'm catch you a little bit late. I know me listen to you all the time.
Blessings. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I like the program. I like one of those.
Thank you. Thank you.
You can't play one song. Will you come off the air, please?
I'm gonna come off the air and I could play it because we don't play music on the top.
But that's why you play Tyrus Royal for me. She's royal.
Okay.
I want to request that song from a baby.
All right. I would touch it for you, but when I'm gonna close off the video and I'll touch it for you. All right.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No
and
problem.
I love the program, yeah?
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
All right. Same to you.
All right. All right.
Well, you never know, something new, right?
Something new. All the
Right.
time. That's it. So we're gonna touch that song for Gaza Blacks when we should have said ask Gaza where he's calling from, but that's all right. So what blesses each and everyone that listens all over the world. MC, how's the dancing class going? Two answers, just real quick, one line.
It's going well. We learned the whole routine today, so woo.
All right.
Let me tell you.
We're gonna have to ask you about it. Queen, you want to say River Dolce?
Hey, folks, I enjoy being here with you all. Remember, press that like button and tell a friend, okay? Tell a neighbor, tell a family member that we are always here every Thursday from 8 till 10. Love you guys. Arrivederci.
MC.
Good night. Good night, everyone. Always a pleasure. See you next week, same time, same place.
All right, Jai.
Good night, everyone. Remember to make good choices and have a great night.
All right. Loving it to the max, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Best in music. I'll check you all out on Saturday, 12 to 4 o'clock. The music mix up. But you get your headline news, you get your entertainment headline news, you get your joke of the day, what you know about it, did you know, and all sorts of top music, old school music, now music, all on the Lady D Show. Check you all on out this Saturday, 12 o'clock. Ciao, ciao. Be blessed.
Sorry. Should have treated you better. I'm sorry. Should have sent you love letters. Oh, yeah.
You're in tune to the Powerhouse Radio, linking the world to the Caribbean.